So we're here with Fernando with Asterism Game Studio to talk about his game Awkward Date. So let's just start. What's your elevator pitch? Like, what's a basic theme of this game?
So Awkward Date is a two-player co-op platformer where players are taking control of two characters going on their first date together, but they're very socially awkward. So if they get too close, they feel too shy. If they get too far away, they feel too lonely. So the objective is to get both players on the end of the stage together by cooperating and talking to each other.
And so what was the catalyst to inspire this game? Was this from personal experience at all?
Yeah, I can say part of it was sort of like a personal experience.
Yeah.
But to be honest, we came up with the mechanics before the theme came along. It was originally like a one-player game where you gotta follow the other guy. And eventually we made it in a two-player. It was much more interesting. And we had this thought like, maybe it's hot and cold, but we didn't like that. That was too obvious for us. And eventually by just picking our brains out, we came up with this date idea and decided to make like comedy-ish kind of thing. So we make fun of date activities and everything like that. Interesting.
And it doesn't seem like this is necessarily a heteronormative experience for the daters. Would you like to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So when we come up with the game idea, we didn't have the characters yet. It was just like two blocks.
Yeah.
And the person who's working on the game with me, Abe, over there, he came up with these two character concepts, which happened to be two guys. We're like, they look great. Let's just go with it. Like, it should be fine to just have two perfectly a homosexual couple or heterosexual couple. It doesn't really matter. But we do understand that, maybe like people like to play with female characters or people like to play maybe hetero couple. And so our idea is, yes, those are two flagship characters and that's where the game was based. But hopefully if we have the time and actually manage to get it through, to have multiple characters and people can choose so they can mix and match however they like.
I think that's great. There need to be more LGBT characters in video games, so I appreciate that as well. So, how many people are working on this project?
So right now, me and Abe are the two main people in the game. We've been there since the beginning. We have Lily, who's an artist who's making art for us, and we're working with a couple friends to do the music. But right now we're still waiting to finish the level design so we can know the full extent of the game before we decide how much music do we actually need.
How long has it been in development so far?
So we started as part of a class in NYU, and we developed the idea, and it actually looked completely different. It was like very 8-bit kind of like art, very pixelated. And it started evolving. We applied for the NYU Game Center Incubator, and it got called up. So we worked on that in 2015 incubator, summer incubator. So we've been working for around 2.5 years.
Wow. And any idea of when the release would be?
So we're really shooting for next Valentine's Day to release this for.
What platforms are you aiming for?
So we're definitely doing for Steam, but we're trying our best to see if we can get in one of the consoles, hopefully the Switch. Because I feel like a local co-op game would fit the Switch perfectly.
Is this the first time people are getting to actually play it, or have you been to other...
So we've been to the other playcrafting events for the past 2 years. A few other local New York events, but never outside New York, basically.
All right, and where can people find out more information?
So right now we have a Facebook page, Awkward Date Game. We have a Twitter, and we have a page up in each.io. But you just look for Awkward Date or Awkward Date Game, you should find it. And they can come, if you contact us through Facebook or Twitter, you're going to talk straight to us.
All right, great. I'm looking forward to playing the game.
Thank you.
So much for your time.
Thank you.